All right, now I will turn things over before we get to our fighters to the man that has been integral to helping put this pay-per-view event together. Please help me welcome President of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you very much, Miguel. Well, we're thrilled to be here promoting another PBC mega fight here at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas, Nevada. We opened the pay-per-view portion of the card with the young 23-year-old rising Mexican star, Jesus Ramos, taking on the former unified world champion, Jason Rosario. Samson just told me this is going to be a fight of the year candidate, but it's going to be a great fight, and the winner of this fight will be in line, hopefully, to fight for a world title before the end of the year. And then from there, we move in to everybody's favorite fighter, fan favorite, fan-friendly Pitbull Cruz in an all-Mexican shootout with Angel Ferrero. You know, we always hear people talk about a big fight, a fight in a phone booth. Well, this is that fight. These two fighters will not take a step back. It's a throwback style fight to the great all-Mexican wars we used to get in the old days at the Grand Olympic or at the Great Western Forum, where when a fight ended, even before a decision was announced, fans would be throwing money and coins into the ring, applauding the great performance by the two fighters. And if you remember, someone would scoop all the money up in a hat, bring it back to the fighters, and they divide it up back in the dressing room after the fight. Well, that's the type of fight that this is. So everyone bring a lot of cash to this fight because these kids are going to earn that bonus. And then from there, we move into the semi-main, the rematch between Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton. It was a razor-thin decision in the first fight. It was a fight of the year candidate. And I think I heard Fulton say it earlier this week. They're going to pick up right in round 13. And I believe this will be another candidate for a fight of the year. So it's just a tremendous card. Looking forward to seeing everyone Saturday night. Thank you very much.
And now let's move on to our stacked pay-per-view undercard, as we will introduce the first bout for that night. 24 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of 4 defeats and 2 draws. He is the former unified 154-pound champion representing the Dominican Republic. He has faced numerous big-time names throughout his career, including a 2020 knockout upset of Julian J. Rock Williams to capture 2 world titles. He's most recently fought to a draw against the former unified champion, Jarrett Hurt. Please help me welcome Jason Banana Rosario.
Muy buenos días, tarde. Buenas tardes. Gracias primeramente a Dios. Gracias a mi promotor, a PBC, por la gran oportunidad. Verdaderamente me siento súper feliz, me siento súper contento, súper emocionado por estar aquí. Verdaderamente veo a mi alrededor todas estas personas y hace un año atrás no pensaba que iba a estar aquí hoy. Dios es bueno, Dios es maravilloso. Guerra el sábado, Dios mediante.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Allow me to, first of all, thank God more than anything. I would also like to thank my promoter and PBC for making this opportunity happen. And I'm so happy and so motivated. Look at all these people around me. That's a blessing. And, you know, this Saturday night, I'm going to not take it for granted at all because I didn't think I would be here a year ago. And God made that possible. So thank you so much. And this Saturday night, it's going to be a war. And God willing, it's going to be great.
Thank you, Martin. And now we'll introduce his opponent, opening up the pay-per-view with 21 victories, 17 by knockout, just 1 defeat from Casa Grande, Arizona. He bounced back from a controversial decision loss against Erickson Lubin last year, and he went on to stop Johan Gonzalez in round 9 back in May. Please help me welcome Jesus Mono Ramos Jr.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I want to thank TGB, PBC, Amazon Prime for this opportunity. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back, to get in the ring. It's been a while now, so I'm excited to do it all again. I got a tough opponent in Jason Rosario, and I'm not overlooking him. We got ready for the best version of Rosario, and we're ready to put on a good show Saturday night. Thank you, guys.
And now we go down to our next bout on that pay-per-view undercard. Introducing a man with 22 victories, 17 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats and 2 draws. Representing Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He is 26 years old, fighting stateside for the 3rd time in his professional career this Saturday night. Here is Angel Fierro.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Primero que nada, quiero agradecer a Dios por esta gran oportunidad, a la prensa por estar aquí presente, PBC por la gran oportunidad, mi empresa Buster. Y bueno, que el día sábado venimos a hacer historia y ese día conocerán a Ángel Tachiro Fierro. Gracias.
Thank you everyone for being here. First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me this opportunity. I would also like to thank PBC for making this happen and the media for being here. And you know what? This Saturday night, everybody's going to get to know who Tachiro Fierro is. It's going to be a great fight. Tune in because it's going to be amazing.
All right, now let's meet his opponent who needs no introduction. He has 26 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. He is a Mexico City native, a fan favorite that has a crowd everywhere he walks in Las Vegas. He is the former WBA super lightweight world champion who captured that title last March with the stoppage of Rolly Romero. Here is Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Hola, antes que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Agradecido con Dios por la oportunidad con Aljaimon PBC, Amazon Prime, a Sean Gibbons, a Manny Pacquiao, a mi esposo y a mis hijos por estar aquí y vengo por la victoria a dar una gran pelea. Gracias.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I want to thank God for giving me the chance to be here, PBC, Amazon Prime for also staging this event, and Sean Gibbons, my family, my wife, my kids. I wouldn't be here without them. So tune in on Saturday night. It's going to be a great fight. Thank you very much.
All right, now we go to our co-main event, and this is a fight that I know many boxing fans have been waiting for, and it surely could stand on its own. This will be our co-main event Saturday night. First up, introducing a man with 22 victories, including 8 wins by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat. He's the former unified super bantamweight world champion, representing West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He became a unified champion in 2021 by edging out Figueroa in a heated 122-pound unification bout. And he most recently made a successful featherweight debut by defeating Carlos Castro in September. Here is Stephen Fulton Jr.
Alhamdulillah. I just want to say thank God for being here, put me in another great position in life and in the sport. Thanks to Al Heyman, TGB Promotions, Sylvia Owens, Luda Cuba, my team over there. I have one of the best teams in Philadelphia within Bozy Ennis, Hamza Muhammad, Wahid Rahim, my cutman Harvey Estrada, even though he's not from Philly. But thanks for having me. I know he'll come prepared, and I'm more than prepared. Go Birds. Go Birds.
All right, now we'll go to his opponent, who is very familiar with Stephen Fulton. This man has 25 victories, 19 by knockout, opposite of 1 defeat and 1 draw. He is a 2-division world champion that was recently elevated to the WBC featherweight world champion. He won the interim featherweight title with the decision over Mark Magsayo in a 2023 Fight of the Year contender. He was the first person to defeat Luis Neri when he stopped him with a body blow in May of 2021 and captured the WBC Super Bantamweight belt. And he most recently knocked out former champion Jesse Magdaleno in May. Here is the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa.
Hola, buenas tardes. Primeramente le quiero darle las gracias a Dios. First off, I want to thank God for putting me in this position. Es un honor pelear aquí en esa cartelera tan grande contra esos peleadores tan talentosos. I'm just very excited to be sharing this card with these talented boxers out here. We put in the blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I feel like this is the new era of boxing kicking off in 2025. Se me hace que esta cartelera es la iniciación de la nueva era del boxeo. Estoy muy emocionado. Le quiero dar las gracias a mi equipo, a mi familia, porque mi familia es mi equipo, a PBC, Amazon Prime, a la prensa que está aquí. First off, second of all, I want to thank my family, which is my family, is my team, PBC, Amazon Prime, everyone that made this possible, Luis de Cuba. It takes a lot to put this massive event, and I'm just very happy to be a part of this. Estoy muy emocionado, muy contento de ser parte de este evento. Yo sé que México va a estar ahí en la arena. Yo sé que todos van a estar viendo esa pelea, esa cartelera, porque esa cartelera, cualquiera de esos boxeadores pueden ser su propio mini event. And I know that these guys were ready. We're ready to leave it on the ring. It's going to be a great night of boxing. So thank you for the media for showing up, showing out. And yeah, shout out to Fulton for accepting the fight. And hey, let's run it back. Let's get the fight fans another fight of the year. And that's what we're here for, So gracias a todos por atender aquí y ojalá que no se pierdan esta pelea. Gracias.
All right, now let's hear from those fighters on that stacked undercard pay-per-view. First off with Jesus Ramos, Jason Rosario, 10 rounds in the middleweight division. I'll start with you, Jesus. You said recently in an interview you talk about having a big 2025. Why do you think this year will be a massive one for you?
I feel like last year was kind of slow for me, and I want to start things right. February is perfect. We get a solid fight, to kick off the year in February, and it gives us plenty of time, to work with. My division is also stacked. We have a lot of talent at 154, and there's big fights to be made at that weight.
And why was Rosario the right opponent for you to start things off in this new year?
He was a unified champion at 154, before, and he's got a lot of experience. He's going to bring a lot of experience into that ring, so I can really learn from this fight. And he's tough as well, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he brings on Saturday night.
And now over to you, Rosario. You've been a world champion at the highest level. You defeated Julian Williams. You fought big names like Jermell Charlo, Erickson Lubin. Do you believe your experience fighting those guys, being a former world champion, will be a factor Saturday night?
Bueno, Jason, sos un ex campeón unificado. Has tenido grandes peleas contra Julian Williams, contra Jermell Charlo, contra Lubin. ¿Sentís que la experiencia va a ser el factor clave que marcará la diferencia a tu favor este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, como decía ahorita, gracias, me siento súper contento, súper bendecido, de verdad, tú sabes, me siento súper emocionado. Creo que lo que me va a llevar y lo que me va a dar la victoria es el trabajo que yo hice realmente en el campamento. Trabajé como un animal, trabajé como una bestia, me olvidé del dolor, me olvidé de las quejas, de que quiero ver mi familia, de que quiero ver mis hijos, de que quiero ver mi mujer. Me olvidé de todo eso y me enfoqué en el trabajo. Creo que eso es lo que me va a dar la victoria. Primeramente que Dios, porque sabemos que sí, que si Dios dice que no, es que no. Pero creo que Dios primeramente y luego ese trabajo que yo hice en el campamento.
I'm super excited, super blessed. And I think that the advantage is actually going to be the work that I put in on the gym. I forgot about the pain. I forgot about everything that I left behind. I didn't complain about not being able to see my family, my kids. I wanted to see them, but I knew I couldn't. Why? Because I knew that this was it. So, and I also know that when God says no, it's no. But God willing, this is going to be a great opportunity for me. And what I'm going to do is take advantage of it to the fullest. Because I was put in here for a reason, and I don't plan to let it pass by.
Over to you, Ramos. Yesterday at the Grand Arrivals, Rosario said that he plans to, and according to Martin Bartar's translation, rip your head off on Saturday night. How do you respond to that?
I mean, that's what he's supposed to say. You know, he's supposed to say he's ready. He's supposed to say he's done all of this. But it doesn't matter until we get in that ring. You know, that's when it really matters. That's when I want to see him try to rip my head off, because that's when it counts.
Now, you also said recently, you know, you are going for the knockout and you plan to do it in tremendous fashion. Why do you believe that you have to have that type of a performance?
It's just part of who I am now. You know, it's the evolving that I've made. I've made a lot of changes in my career, in my camp, and that's me. That's me. You know, I want to get knockouts. I want to give the fans knockouts. So it ain't nothing against him. Like I told him, it's just my style from now on, my approach to every fight.
All right, over to you, Rosario. Prediction on Saturday night. How does it all go down against Jesus Ramos?
Bueno, acá Jesús dice que no es nada personal, pero te quiere noquear. ¿Vos qué decís, tu vaticinio para esta pelea? ¿Cómo termina este sábado por la noche?
No, mi hermano, mira, ella dice una palabra que mucho pensamiento hay aquí en la cabeza del hombre, tú sabes. Y that's good. Esa es su perspectiva que él tiene, tú sabes, la respeto, pero yo me preparé para la guerra, tú sabes, yo voy listo para lo que sea, yo vengo ready y yo sé que 100% seguro, mira, yo nunca he hablado de esta forma, pero yo estoy 100% seguro y confiado primeramente en Dios, que mañana, el sábado, 1 de febrero, va a haber una gran sorpresa y una viga que se cae de la mata. En Dominicana dicen una viga que se cae de la mata. Eso es cuando todo el mundo piensa que va a pasar algo y pasa todo lo contrario de eso. Eso va a pasar el sábado 1 de febrero.
Well, first of all, as far as what the knockout, what Jesus says, I respect him, but I think he has a lot on his mind. And I actually never say things like this, but I'm 100% confident that I'm going to win this fight, no matter what. And I'm going to pull off a huge upset that's going to resonate all over the world. And in the Dominican, we have a saying that, people expect one thing to happen, and then another one totally different ends up happening. That's what you're going to see on Saturday, February 1st. The biggest upset of the night, bar none.
You heard him, Jesus. He said biggest upset Saturday night. How do you see it playing out?
That's not going to happen. I'm coming to win, and I'm going to do it in a spectacular fashion. And I'm coming for it all. I'm coming to knock him out, like I said. I know it's bothering him, but it's just what I have to do. It's what I'm going to do.
All right, Jesus Ramos Jr., Jason Rosario. That's going to be opening up the pay-per-view card. And now let's move on over to Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Angel Fierro in a super lightweight bout. And I'll start off with you, Isaac, as you are coming off a tough loss to Rayo Valenzuela. What did you learn about yourself in that fight, and how will you use that going forward Saturday night?
Isaac, ¿qué lecciones aprendiste de tu pelea contra Valenzuela y cómo vas a utilizar ese aprendizaje para la pelea de este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, fue un aprendizaje en general y aprendimos de los errores y seguimos fortaleciendo aún más las fortalezas. Y bueno, en esta noche del 1 de febrero vamos a sacar todo lo que trabajamos en el campamento con una gran pelea y una victoria.
It was really an overall lesson. It wasn't anything specific. It allowed me to be able to become even stronger when it comes to my strengths, work on my weaknesses. And this Saturday, February 1st, you're going to see all the work I put in. It's going to be a great fight. And in the end, I'm going to come out with the win.
All right, and now over to you, Fierro. Cruz is obviously a big name in the sport of boxing, especially at 140 pounds. What is the mindset coming into this fight as an underdog?
Bueno, Ángel, Isaac Cruz posee su chapa, su nombre, ¿no? Y vos venís de punto, pero ¿cuál es tu mentalidad para poder dar la sorpresa este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, sabemos que Isaac Cruz es un gran peleador, es un peleador que ya probó las mieles del campeonato del mundo, pero yo también vengo a probar las mías, ¿no? Y Isaac Cruz está enfrente de mí para que me rebata esa oportunidad y pues bueno, el sábado veremos cómo reacciona cuando también tenga un trainer enfrente.
Isaac Cruz is a great fighter. I'm well aware of the fact that he has tasted glory with being a world champion, but it's my time for glory now, and let's see how Isaac reacts when he sees a runaway train coming in front of him. He's not going to stop me.
As for you, Pitbull, you obviously, the WBC is going to have a special belt honoring the late Mexican champion who recently passed, Israel Vasquez, and it coincides with your bout. It's an all-Mexican war. What does that mean to you to have that belt that's going to be awarded to whoever wins Saturday night?
Bueno, Isaac, va a haber un cinturón especial para esta pelea entre ustedes. Es un cinturón que, primero que nada, honra la memoria del difunto Israel Vázquez, pero más que nada también es un cinturón que se va a utilizar en peleas entre mexicanos a partir de ahora, un cinturón especial. ¿Qué significa para vos que tu pelea sea la inaugural en este cinturón y para tu país, México?
No, pues antes que nada, igual agradecerle a Mauricio Suleiman, a Sean Gibbons por hacer posible este cinturón en memoria de uno de los grandes campeones mexicanos como lo fue Israel Magnífico Vázquez. Y bueno, más emocionado porque es el primer cinturón especial que se va a disputar entre mexicanos y que de aquí para adelante se van a hacer ese tipo de cinturones memorables cuando sean peleas entre mexicanos.
Well, you know, it's a great honor for me to, like you said, to honor the memory of a great fighter like Israel Magnífico Vázquez, may he rest in peace, and then to also be the first fight to have that kind of belt and to set the tone for many great Mexican fights to come. It means a lot to me. I don't take it for granted at all, and I thank Mauricio Suleiman and Sean Gibbons for making this possible.
All right, Fierro, go to you. What can fans expect to see from you and Pitbull Saturday, February 1st?
¿Qué puede esperar la gente de tu pelea entre Pitbull y vos este sábado por la noche? Es decir, ¿qué puede esperar la gente de tu pelea entre Isaac y vos este sábado por la noche?
Va a tener lo que la gente quiere, una guerra. Soy un peleador que le gusta ir a enfrente, igual Pitbull, entonces va a ser una guerra garantizada y bueno, la que va a salir ganando será el público este sábado, estoy seguro.
The fans are going to be the true winners this Saturday night. Isaac is aggressive, I come forward, it's going to be an all-out war, and you're going to want to tune in because you're going to win the night as a fan. It's going to be a great fight.
All right, over to you, Pitbull. Last question. All Mexican war. How does it play out?
Guerra sin cuartel mexicana, ¿cómo termina? Danos tu vaticinio, tu predicción.
Bueno, totalmente esto va a ser una gran pelea y yo vengo preparado para llevarme la victoria a casa.
It's going to be a great fight, and I come prepared to take the victory and come home as a winner.
All right. Pitbull Cruz against Angel Fierro. And now we'll move on to our co-main events as Stephen Fulton Jr., Brandon Figueroa for the WBC Featherweight World title. First, I'll start with you. Brandon, you have wanted this rematch for over 3 years. You felt like you won that first fight. What is it like to finally get that rematch Saturday?
Man, it feels amazing. It just feels great to be back fighting another great, talented fighter like Fulton. You know, it was Fight of the Year candidate for a reason. You know, we went all out. We entertained the fans, definitely. And we're here to bring it back. I'm just happy to be back. And, yeah, a couple more days.
And now over to you, Fulton. You know, it has been over 3 years since that rematch, which, you know, many fight fans loved. What is different about you in those 3 years since that fight?
I would like to say my mindset. I'm more of a calm person. I've grew as a person and as a fighter, so that's the difference in me now.
And now over to you, Brandon. That fight was at 122 pounds, and you spoke about how the weight cut even before that fight, was tough on you. Now this fight's at 126 pounds. How will this fight be different in regards to your performance with this being at a higher weight class at 126 pounds?
Oh man, I feel great. I feel very, very strong. Even though as I'm cutting weight, I just feel very complete at this weight. Explosive, fast, you know, just everything. I just feel really good at this weight. I feel like this weight is perfect for me, maybe even 130 as well. But yeah, I'm just very, very confident. And 122, man, it was very tough to make. A lot of people ask me, how do I even make 126? But it's my discipline, hard work. And yeah, I just can't wait to go out there and for him to feel that power.
And now over to you, Fulton. I mean, obviously things have been different in those 3 years, and now you've added Derek Buzianis in your corner this time around. I don't believe he was in your corner in the first fight. What has he done for you and your performance since you connected with Derek Ennis?
Gave me a different look at things defensively and offensively. So he was a major asset, bringing him into my camp, as well as the add-on to what Hamza and what he has done for me in my career. So I feel like he's an amazing coach, as well as me being around young fighters who's also another world champion like Boots, which is his son. So I feel like I needed to, you know, surround myself around another young, talented fighter. So, you know, some of those things could rub off on me as well.
And now over to you, Figueroa. What are you looking to prove going into this fight to where you don't have the same situation where you feel like you won the fight and you end up losing, leaving it in the judges' hands? What are you looking to prove going into this rematch?
Prove that I'm the best 126 pounder in the world. Prove that I want to be one of the greats. You know, I don't want to be good. I want to be one of the greats. I want to be remembered as one of the best fighters to ever do it. And represent Mexico, represent America. I'm Mexican-American, and I want to conquer the world, man. I'm hungry. I'm fired up. I'm not scared of anyone. I want to fight all the champions at 126. Just speaking about this excites me because I'm truly passionate about this sport, and I love this sport with so much. And you guys will see Saturday. I'm not going to let this fight slip away from me like I did the first time, and I'm coming with everything. I prepared 110%. And I'm going to make a statement. I want to make a statement, and this is my time.
All right, Fulton. He said he's going to make a statement. For you, a win would make you a two-division world champion. What would that mean for your career?
It'll mean a lot, you know. I will feel good about that. That's the only thing I'm focused on at the moment. It's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not focused on anyone else, no one else in the division, no one else in any other division. Just focus on living in the moment, and that's what I'm doing by just taking it one day at a time. So when Saturday comes, I'll be more than ready to win again.
All right, Fulton, you seem very laser focused. You're disciplined. It's the rematch. Prediction, how does it go down?
It doesn't matter how it goes down. It doesn't matter how I get the victory. My main objective is just to get the victory, and I will be a two-division world champion come Saturday night. No matter how it has to go down, it's gonna end that way of me with my hand raised.
All right, and now to you, Brandon. He says he's going to become a two-division world champion. He's going to defeat you for a second time. What's your prediction for Saturday?
I mean, that's not going to happen. 122, 126 is a whole different story, a whole different division. Like I said, I prepared 110% for this fight. I'm coming with everything. I'm trying to make a statement and trying to cement that, yeah, I'm the best 126 pounder and that erase that first loss, you know. Not necessarily erase it, but just, you know, make a statement that, you know, I got my leg back. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy and, yeah.
All right. There you have it.
And he also said he want to knock me out. You got to add that in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely that, too. I'm not going to let it go to the judges.
That's a part of the game plan.
All right, there you heard it. Co-main event. Like I said, this fight I am very much looking forward to. It's been over 3 years in the making, and now we have it, the rematch, as it is a part of a stacked PBC pay-per-view undercard. We're going to have the fighters pose for photos up here, and then we have our main event on the way, so don't go anywhere.
Chicos, vamos a hacer fotos.
Out back first, all the way in the back. TV's in the back first. And down in front here, please. Okay. All right, you guys hang tight. We'll do a group shot, but go ahead and step aside for a minute. Just wait on the stage. No, you guys go, just step aside, guys. We'll get a group shot after. Okay, face off first, please. Yeah. Okay, face towards me. Vente aquí, aquí. Uh-oh. All righty, fellas. This way. Out front now. Tom, turn. Got things from here. He's up. Bueno, bueno. Face out. Come on, ease out, face out. Por favor. Come on, Isa. All right, we're going to move you.
That's good.
Chicos, miren los fotógrafos para allá. Chicos.
All right, Tom, we got to keep. Tom,
Tenemos que...
out front. Isa. Come on.
Chicos, a los fotógrafos.
Tom, stop.
Told you, just like the old days.
All right, let's go.
All Mexican war.
Down in front here. Aquí. Aquí. Okay, gracias. Un momento. The next one. Don't let him go. Justin, don't let him go. Now you guys be good. Don't start. Okay, out here, please. Oh, Lord. In the back.
Jason para atrás.
And aquí.
Y ahora acá abajo.
Gracias. What? Okay. Out front. Turn us out. Aquí. One more. Gracias.
All right, thank you.
Tom, we're going to bring them all back. Ooh, this could be a good one. Okay, out front, out back, in the front. Down here, aquí. Okay, gracias. One group shot, please. Everybody back in order. Order at the bout. Martin, stay where you are. Okay, everybody in the back. Tell them in the back first. And Aki. Down here, one more down here, then right here. Okay, gracias. Bueno, bueno.
13. You ready?
He'll come up and get it. All right. Hey, Sammy. Let's pull these back. We're going 6 inches. Together on this side. Pull back. That's it? Okay.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with our main event fighters momentarily. As Premier Boxing Champions continues our final press conference, this time for our main event Saturday night, February 1st. It is now time to meet our fighters. First up to the stage with the record 11 victories, 9 by knockout, no defeats. He is a Cuban native who moved to Minneapolis to begin his pro career in 2019. He is a standout in Cuba's storied amateur scene. After winning a title at 168 pounds, the 26-year-old debuted at light heavyweight in August, defeating Hot Rod Halijic to capture the WBA title. Here is, accompanied by trainer Ronnie Shields and Louis DeCuba Sr. of Warriors Boxing, David Morrell Jr. All right, and now we welcome his coming in with a record of 29 victories, 24 by knockout. He is undefeated, the two-time world champion representing Phoenix, Arizona. He is the reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion, where he won that in June as he defeated former champion Alexander Voitsdik. He is the hard-hitting man, accompanied by his father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr. and Samson Lukowitz of Samson Boxing. Here is David El Monstro Benavidez.
Oh, you see him?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what boxing is all about. Two young, hungry stars, both undefeated, both wanting to fight the best. And they go on a collision course Saturday, February 1st, as it will be headlined by two of the sport's most exciting stars going toe-to-toe in their primes of their career. Unbeaten light heavyweights David El Monstro Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. meet in the center of the ring at T-Mobile's WBA light heavyweight championship belts. Now, before we get to our fighters, we want to talk to some of the men that have been huge in making this fight happen. First up, the president of TGB Promotions. You heard from him earlier. Here is Tom Brown.
Thank you, Miguel. You know, it is nice to just be even a small part in promoting this fight. Both fighters' promoters are some of my oldest and dearest friends in the game, with Samson Lukowitz and Liam Margulis and Louis DeCuba Sr. Both fighters just have tremendous world-class trainers with Jose Benavidez Sr. and Ronnie Shields. So for me, it's kind of nice. I get to sit back and just watch a tremendous fight. And trust me, this is going to be a very, very violent fight. Both these guys like to take your head off with every shot, and they both can really crack. So I believe this has the making of an instant modern-day classic. When this fight was first made and we were doing the artwork and the banners, I wanted to put a #1 after Benavidez Morrell because I believe this fight's going to be so brutal and so close that the fans will demand a fight, a warrant, a rematch, and possibly even a trilogy. But this is going to just be a tremendous fight. It's the best fight that can be made in this division, and I'm really looking forward to watching this fight. Thank you very much.
All right, and now I'll bring up a man that is a huge part of boxing history. He's been a part of some of the biggest fights in boxing history from Warriors Boxing. Here is Louis de Cuba Sr.
Thank you very much for everybody to be here. I'm very happy to be here. This is going to be a tremendous fight. But first of all, I want to thank Mr. Al Heyman. Without him, none of this would have happened. I'd like to thank Tom Brown. I'd like to thank PBC, Amazon, you know, and for this great fight to happen. I want to thank this guy here for taking the shot. Okay, a lot of guys won't take it anymore. He had the balls to step up, which I got to give him credit for.
Got some big balls.
Yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to find that out on Saturday night. I want to find out if you got a chin. That's what I got to find out. If you got a chin.
What happened with Gallegos? What happened with Gallegos?
Gallegos,
¿Qué pasó?
he beat the shit out of him every day. Ask about his eye.
got dropped.
Listen, we don't worry about sparring partners. And listen, let me tell you something. All I'm going to tell you guys, if you can hold this guy's punching power, okay, for 12 rounds, I don't know anything about boxing. Okay? This guy's going to knock you out. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. You guys are the ones started. You guys are the ones started all the
So who's taking more money out of David Morrell's check? You or anybody else? You're taking more money than Morrell is. You're taking more money than Morrell is. Who's taking a big cut out of his check?
Not after
I will take your
make
check.
more money
No,
than
I'm talking about you're taking more money than Morrell.
Well, I'm making more money than Morrell. He knows what he's making.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a system.
I'm fucking. I'm exposing this guy now. Not fucking up.
Worry about him, not about me.
You're nervous. You're nervous. You're nervous.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you guys are nervous.
I've been in this fucking rodeo for 42 years.
Keep your fucking saliva in your fucking mouth,
buddy.
Keep your saliva in your fucking mouth.
You're the fucking scary
over there, motherfucker.
You can see you're all scared, man. I can see in your eyes.
Are scared.
I see it in your eyes, bro. I have Roberto Duran. I know when a guy's scared. You're scared, man.
Yeah, you guys.
I can see it in your eyes.
You guys are scared. You guys are scared. Fucking cocksucker.
What a way to start. What a way to start. If it couldn't be told right now, I mean, you could tell both teams do not like each other. All right, gentlemen, if we could please,
you need Pampers.
If we could please continue on.
You better come the fuck down.
David, you'll have your moment. You'll have your moment for sure. All right,
I told this old dude to calm down. Shit.
Let's move on to your side over here. This man has an eye for talent. He told me years ago that I got someone special, someone that's going to take over the sport, and he wasn't wrong. This man is from Samson Boxing. Here is Samson Lukowitz.
That's the real promoter right there. That's the real promoter, not like you fucking taking all the money from your fighters.
I know. I don't know who is fighting now. I forgot. I don't know if Senior is ready to fight.
Hey, you don't fight, right?
I don't fight. I'm peace.
That's good.
Listen, first of all, I want to apologize for the behavior of my friend, Louis de Cuba Sr. And I don't want this to continue like that because we need to be serious. This fight, it will not sell more because you're screaming. This fight, it will sell because it's war. Your fighter that happened to be, I appreciate and is part of the family of boxing, David Morrell, he want to have his first defense of his WBA interim super middleweight. He said, I want to fight Benavidez. I want to fight your boy. I told him, let's marinate. Don't scream. Let's marinate, and slowly it will happen. And now it's happened. And I believe that it be the best fight of the year. So we don't need anybody to scream and curse because this fight he will sell by himself. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Oh, by the way, let me have my water, aqua. Thank you.
Good promoter, man. Shit.
All right, now let's meet one of the head trainers for Team Morrell. This man has an incredible stable of fighters. He is an acclaimed trainer. He has coached world champions. Here is Ronnie Shields.
First of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Thanks for being here. And just getting right down to it, I just want to thank both teams for signing this fight. This is what boxing really needs. This is what boxing has been all about. It's about the best fighting the best. Simple as that. It had nothing to do with street fighting, none of that. This is about boxing. This is our sport. We love this sport, and we want to take care of the sport by fighting the best. That's simple as that. And I'm thankful to both teams for agreeing to that. And now it will be settled in the ring on who is the best fighter. We're looking forward to it, and we're glad everybody is here. Thank you.
And now we welcome the other head trainer from Team Benavidez. He is part of boxing's prominent families. With his sons, helped them become world champions. And he is an esteemed trainer, and now he is set for another huge night. Here is father and trainer Jose Benavidez Sr.
Buenas tardes a todos ustedes. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros en este gran evento. Le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por permitirme estar aquí con mis dos hijos en esta función. Muy contento. David Benavidez se preparó muy fuerte mentalmente, físicamente y tuvo una gran conexión con Dios y todo este momento ha salido muy bien, gracias a Dios. No hay ninguna lección, todo muy bien, gracias a Dios. Les vamos a dar una pelea espectacular este sábado, no se la pierdan, pay-per-view. También le quiero dar las gracias a Al Heyman, PBC, Tom Brown, a nuestro promotor Samson, David García y pues a todos los que están, a todo mi equipo que estuvo involucrado en este gran evento. Y también le quiero mandar un saludo muy grande a toda mi gente mexicana, especialmente a Gallegos, con el buen trabajo que hizo con este payaso de aquí. Saludos, Gallegos.
All right. So first of all, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of this event. I really appreciate it. I want to thank God, first of all, for allowing me to be in this event with my two sons. That means a lot to me. And this Saturday night, it's going to be a great event to where it's going to be the best in boxing. And I want to thank PBC and everyone involved for being a part of this fight. And in the end, I want to also thank Gallego for, keeping me away from this clown over there. So, you know what? It's going to be a great fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be great.
All right, now it's time to meet our main event fighters. First up to the podium, his record undefeated, 11 victories, 9 by knockout. He is a Cuban native who moved to Minneapolis to begin his pro career, and he is a standout in Cuba's amateur scene. He is 26 years old, and he debuted at light heavyweight last August, defeating Hot Rod Halajec to capture the WBA title. And he's previously held the WBA super middleweight title, beating interim champion at 168 by defeating then unbeaten Lennox Allen in August of 2020. And he has had 2 explosive knockouts in 2023, stopping Olympic bronze medalist Yamaguchi Falcao in April and Sane Agbeko in December. Here is the talented Cuban David Morrell Jr.
Primero que todo, quiero decirle gracias a todos por venir, darle las buenas tardes a todos y también gracias también por estar aquí.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. Good afternoon. I appreciate you being here.
También darle gracias al equipo de Benavidez, Samson, por esta gran oportunidad, por aceptar la pelea y que todo esto sea posible.
I want to thank Team Benavidez and Samson for making this fight possible. It wouldn't be possible without you, so I appreciate it.
Sábado primero va a haber un gran espectáculo, una gran guerra ya por lo que están viendo. Prometo dar lo mejor de mí y así va a ser el sábado primero.
Saturday, February 1st, it's going to be a spectacle, and I promise you that you're going to see the best of me out there. You're not going to want to miss it this Saturday night.
También quiero darle gracias a todos los que han hecho esto posible, PBC, Amazon Prime, a Hermon, The Cuba Family, a mis dos manejadores. Y nada, esperen lo mejor y como siempre digo, peace and love.
Well, I want to also thank PBC, Heyman, Amazon Prime, my two managers, everyone that made this possible. And like I always say, peace and love.
All right, now let's introduce his opponent. 29 victories, 24 by knockout, undefeated. A two-time world champion representing Phoenix, Arizona. He's the reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion as he defeated Alexander Voidstick back in June. He had a huge 2023 that saw him defeat Caleb Plant in March and then Demetrius Andrade in November. He has been a hugely avoided fighter. Here is David El Monstro Benavidez.
First of all, I want to thank God for everybody, for allowing me to be here. You know, I'm really happy. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my father, Jose Benavidez, my brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., Samson Lukowicz, David Garcia, Al Heyman, Luis Cuba Jr. And what can I say, man? We're finally here. I'm very excited for this moment. You know, I've been getting ready extremely hard for this moment. I've trained extremely hard, and now we're ready. You know, now we're coming with all energy, not like this fucking pussy right here. Peace and love. What was all that fucking shit that you were talking about back then? Look, now this guy's nervous. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And I hope you don't have no fucking excuses, because you look scared as fuck right now. To be honest, you can smile, you do all the fuck you want, but watch. When you step into that ring this Saturday, that's El Monstro's world, and you're gonna see exactly what the fuck I'm made of.
It's the dog or monster? What the hell? It's the dog or monster? What do you mean, bro? I mean, this name, the monster, is bullshit. Really bullshit. You don't have to know monster.
Tú vas a mirar quién es el monstruo el sábado, pendejo. You're gonna see who the fuck the monster is. You're gonna see this Saturday who the monster is.
Lo mismo que te voy a decir a ti después de la pelea. Sí, para que ya, porque te estoy hablando mucho de Javier, para que te la metas donde no te eso, papá. Te lo voy a decir de aquí desde ahora.
You talk a lot, but we'll see what happens after the fight. We'll see what happens after the fight. Keep talking.
We're here. This Saturday, there ain't no more talking. You're gonna see what's up this Saturday.
All right, David, we'll start with you. I mean, obviously, this is a big test coming into it, and obviously, the bad blood is shown to everyone here. Where did this dislike come from, and how did it start between you two?
It's just the hype of the fight. You know, the hype of the fight. He goes at me, I go at him, and that's just what it is. At the end of the day, we're both going to get in the ring, and I'm going to show him exactly who I am this Saturday.
Now, over to you, Morrell. Obviously, you have wanted these big opportunities before, and now you finally have it. You know, why have we not seen many fighters step up to, one, fight Benavidez, and then two, why did you want that fight?
Bueno, David, venías anhelando una oportunidad grande como esta. Acá está, en esta gran cartelera estás encabezando. Hay dos preguntas acá. Primero, ¿por qué crees que los oponentes o los potenciales oponentes de Benavidez lo van eludiendo? Y segundo, ¿por qué vos no lo eludiste? ¿Por qué quisiste pelear contra él?
Una, para que se acabe ya esa fama que si es el monstruo, que si es no sé qué. O sea, no tiene nada, brother. Con todos los boxeadores que ha peleado supuestamente que son mejores, no sé qué, no entiendo. El que no viene subiendo de peso, el que no está ya a retirarse, o sea, ¿de qué me está hablando a mí?
Well, first of all, why do I want to fight Benavidez? Because I want to end with all that monster bullshit that he's talking about, because everyone that he has faced so far has either been on the brink of retirement or having to come up or come down in weight. So I want to end that myth that he's a monster.
100%. Quiero pelear con él porque dicen que todo el mundo le tiene miedo. Yo no le tengo miedo.
100%. Everybody says like, oh, they're afraid of him or whatever. I want to prove, I want to show that I'm not afraid of him in the least.
David, what do you have to say where he says, you know, I want to end all that monster myth that you have behind you?
I fought way better fighters than everybody that I fought. They say the same thing. They don't have nothing, they don't have defense. They don't hit like that, this and that. But where are they all at after the fight? They all say David Benavidez is the best. And that's exactly what David Morrell's going to say. David Benavidez is the best.
Now, on Andre Ward's podcast, David, you recently said that you wanted to test Morrell's temperature down in Miami. What did you make of it when he threw the belt at your face in Miami?
I seen that he's a fucking pussy and he tries to throw his belt at me to try to get out the fight. That's what he's trying to do. If you throw a belt at somebody, you know you're gonna fucking hit him in the head, you're gonna bust the head. The fight might get canceled. That's what this pussy is trying to do. He's already looking for a way out.
Morrell, you heard what he had to say. You said you threw the belt because you were trying to get the fight canceled. You were trying to find a way out of the fight. What do you say to that?
Bueno, escuchaste lo que él dijo, te llamó maricón, dijo que querías también, sí, y que querías, le lanzaste el cinturón en Miami porque querías cancelar la pelea. ¿Qué te genera eso?
Es que no tengo palabras para decir eso, para decirte, porque básicamente, ¿cómo querés yo cancelar una pelea que estoy buscando hace tiempo?
I have no words for what he just said. Why would
So
I
if
ever...
I grab this fucking belt and I stand up and I throw it at his fucking head, am I
La
not trying to hit him in the head?
¿Por qué en California no hiciste eso? Porque en California estabas tú solito, bro. Tú y yo solitos, ahí no había nadie. ¿Por qué en California no hiciste eso? Tuviste que esperar a llamar a, no voy a decir la palabra, a toda esa, que toda la gente esa que siempre anda contigo ahí, ¿me entiendes? Para poder llenarte de valor y hacer las cosas, bro. ¿Me entiendes?
Okay, so first of all, why would I want to throw the belt at you when I've, you know, why would I want to cancel the fight if I fought for this fight to be here? Why would I want to do that? And then, second of all, why didn't you step up in California? Why didn't you do all that in California?
When in California, he came after me after the press conference and shook my fucking hand. Why would you come and shake my hand at the press conference? That's why when I went to when we were at the face-off in Miami, I tried to shake your hand. You didn't want to shake my hand. Did you forget that you just fucking shook my hand after the press conference in California? That's why I didn't do nothing.
Bro, si en California tú tenías todo ya,
man, take that dick out of your mouth. I can't understand what you're saying.
No me des la mano. Guerra, tú tienes que darme la mano a mí. Guerra, bro.
Hey,
si en California tú quisiste que fuera así, vamos a hacerlo así. Miedo no hay. Si tú quieres que fuera así, lo hacemos así. Miedo no hay. Miedo no hay, papi. Miedo no hay. No, tranquilo. Miedo no hay. ¿Tú querías que en California fuera así? Miedo no hay. Miedo no hay, papi. ¿Tú querías que en California fuera así? Miedo no hay. Miedo no hay. Miedo no hay. Miedo no hay.
Saludos a Callejo y ese Luis de Cuba ya que se siente.
All right, gentlemen, if we could grab our seats so we can continue on with the presser. We have a lot of people here.
Yo no soy los pencos que estás peleando. Mira aquí si no hay. Yo estoy criado en la calle, tú no. No estás loco. Eso contigo y con todo el mundo para comerse por gusto. Y con todo el mundo afuera. Vamos a no, sí, para que ninguno salga loco aquí. ¿Qué pasó? Para que eso es mentira tuya. Mentira tuya. Mentira tuya. ¿Qué cosa que? No, ¿qué cosa? Él está guardado. Tú estás guardado. Y tu papá está guardado. Cobarde. Cobarde. Tienes que mencionar otro nombre, papá.
It's Saturday. I'm gonna leave it all in the ring, and I'm gonna leave fucking David Morrell flattened out on the fucking floor.
Ustedes ninguno son de calle ni pinga ninguno.
Están nerviosos, tienen miedo.
Me saca.
No saben la que se me pasa.
Maricón me saca a mí los condados, ¿sabes? No quiero
guys know what time it is.
David, Morrell, I want to ask you, obviously it's clear you are very animated in the build-up to this fight. We've seen you in previous fights. You've been nowhere near this animated going into a fight. What made this different?
Tu nivel de hostilidad en esta pelea es muchísima más que en cualquier otra pelea que te hemos visto tener. ¿Qué es lo que te hace estar tan animado y por qué llegaste a estos niveles de hostilidad?
Porque le voy a partir la cara, por eso.
¿Porque te miente en la cara?
Ya, sí, porque lo bueno es que lo voy a reventar. Ya esto se fue más allá del boxeo. Acuérdate lo que estoy diciendo hoy.
Well, because he's lying to my face. I'm gonna bust him up. Remember that. It's as easy as that. You don't disrespect me like that in boxing.
Oh, I want to see what he's gonna do. I hope you had a good training camp because I don't want no fucking excuses after I knock you the fuck out.
Dice que no quiere excusas después de que te noquea.
Benavidez, we've seen you go into fights with a lot of animosity towards your opponents, you know, Caleb Plant, Darrell, and you always perform at the highest level. Do you like going into a fight when you have a major dislike towards an opponent?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm going in, I'm going to try to hurt him every single round. You know, I have the strongest fighting spirit in all of boxing. You guys will see exactly who El Monstro is this Saturday.
Morrell, David has said he is going to, quote, break your face. What do you have to say to that, and what he plans to do Saturday night?
Bueno, acá Benavidez dice que te va a romper la cara. ¿Qué tenés para responderle sobre eso? ¿Y qué vas a hacer vos este sábado por la noche?
Yo, como dije ayer, el verdadero ABC, la verdadera escuela cubana abusó lo que le espera el sábado, tranquilo.
No, you're going to see what I'm going to do Saturday night, because if he thinks that he's going to break my face, he has another thing coming. It's going to be war out there.
Él está adaptado a que todos los boxeadores le tengan miedo, a que todos los boxeadores le corran. Conmigo no es así.
¿Espera, cómo?
Él está adaptado a que todos los boxeadores le tengan miedo, a que todos le corran, y conmigo no es así.
David, you're used to everybody being afraid of you, and I'm not one of those. I'm not going anywhere.
Back to you, Morrell. This is your first time headlining a pay-per-view. What have you been doing to handle all the attention that this fight is bringing? I mean, I know you have your head trainer, Ronnie Shields. He's been a part of some of these big fights. Who have you been leaning on for some of this experience and all the attention that's coming with this fight?
Bueno, ¿en quién te has respaldado para manejar todo lo que es la presión, todo lo que es los focos que están en vos? ¿En quién estás respaldado para manejar esa situación?
¿Cuál presión?
What pressure? There's no pressure, there's no spotlight.
I don't feel pressure. O sea, no entiendo cuál es la presión que todo el mundo habla, de que si por las luces, de que no sé qué. Bro, todo el que sabe boxeo, el cubano se adapta a lo que sea.
Look, there is no pressure, there is no spotlight I'm afraid of. Anybody that has ever seen Cuban boxing knows that we're up for whatever. We're not afraid of anything.
And now over to you, Benavidez. What message are you looking to send to Morrell and the rest of the division Saturday night?
They're going to see I have nothing else left to say. They're going to see this Saturday. I'm not the one to be playing with.
All right, Morrell, final question. Prediction, Saturday, February 1st, what happens?
Bueno, yo hablar a vaticinio, David, decinos cómo termina esta pelea, qué va a pasar el sábado por la noche.
No, la pregunta es que no va a dejar de pasar el sábado por la noche, que es el knockout 100% de David Benavidez.
The real question is what's not going to happen this Saturday night. Everything is going to happen, and I'm 100% knocking out David Benavidez.